Welcome to Cross Transformation. It's Mariam here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about I am surrounded by controlling people, and it's very annoying. Like literally every reality has got to do with others wanting to control me, and I'm so worried about the consequences of it. So how should I handle the situation? How to heal myself so I can stop attracting these controlling people into my life? So we want to look into something else that is not to do with the without. So what I'm trying to say is, when we encounter controlling people, it literally means that we haven't looked within. Instead, we have gone outside of ourselves trying to cope with what we haven't healed inside of us. And that would manifest itself in this situation that I'm going to talk about as encountering controlling people. But it is somehow an experience that we happen to go outside of ourselves. As a result, we encounter controlling people. So what is it that I haven't dealt with, and I need to go this way within myself to face, to heal, and to have closure with? Rejection. So when we don't handle rejection, when we don't heal rejection inside of us, that is inside of us, we are going to see the manifestation of it as controlling people. And guess what? There's going to be more of them as long as we don't deal with that rejection from our childhood. So we need to identify that rejection, acknowledge it, and allow ourselves to heal it. The ego doesn't like that. The ego always chooses coping mechanism, which means let's go to the without, let's go outside of ourselves and have this experience with controlling people. They literally want to change us because we don't want to face that rejection. To ego, rejection is much more painful than encountering controlling people. So ego is always going to choose the easiest option, the option that would allow it to survive. So if you're experiencing people that are controlling, that they're demanding, they literally want you to be different, or they think that you have to be compliant with their version of the reality, give yourself the opportunity to look within yourself and to heal that rejection from your childhood. Sometimes it can be quite hard to backtrack that rejection to see when and where it started to begin with, but it is doable. We need to understand what belief is supporting that rejection, what narratives we have got going on that our ego is feeding us those core beliefs and narratives. So handling controlling people is to go within and realize the unhealed rejection. Hopefully you'll find this video helpful. Something else that I want to say is our ego keeps perceiving the self through those traumas, childhood traumas. But the true self is that eternal presence who is evolving with God's consciousness. So as a consciousness, we are operating from eternity, not the reality. And when we realize that we are centered in eternity and journeying with God's consciousness, then we can see the reality from this perspective and we can heal. We are no longer trapped in the reality. We haven't fallen into that trauma or the patterns that we are challenged by. Instead, we are that eternal presence, the consciousness who is journeying with God's consciousness, is centered in God, is in God, and God is within that consciousness, and also is the realizer of Christ awareness. So I want to encourage us to realize ourselves through the consciousness that we are, not to perceive ourselves through the self that we are, who is focused and who is caught in reality. We are that eternal presence, the consciousness who is journeying in eternity and has got that shift within itself. It is only the manifestation of that shift from within that would change the reality that we are perceiving. Hopefully you'll find this video helpful. Bless your soul. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless you.